like I'm doing. But yeah, guys.
Oh shit.
Well, we start. Yeah, sorry, I don't know.
No,
We started.
it's okay.
Hold on.
No countdown. You're not gonna
No.
3, 2.
I'll do the clap thing because that always helps me line it up. But
Yeah, that's what it's for.
yeah. There we go. Okay.
That was like the most uncomfortable clap I've ever seen. That was good. It just looked like you forgot how to clap, like you're an alien
I do it.
never
I do
clapped.
that every time. I don't know why I do it like that every time, but I just.
It looked like you had rubber bands on your hands,
Yeah.
pulling them apart. Yeah, what's up, dude? How's it going?
What up? Welcome back to the. I don't know what we're on the 5th episode, I believe, of the Full Body Podcast, baby. We got Adam James.
What's up?
Adam J. Nips, as I call him, across the couch for me, baby. So we're gonna, I don't know, talk about stuff. I got
Floyd was
questions.
right. This is definitely a fucking couch.
This is a fucking couch.
Yeah, because the height is pretty good, and then
Yeah.
also you have this to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also literally a love pillow right there, little.
Oh, you give your guests the love pillow?
I give them the love pillow, dude, the heart-shaped pillow.
Right.
Welcome to the fucking Valentine's Day episode.
Oh, yeah,
guess.
I
Me
didn't
and
think
Adam are
about
gonna
that.
Make out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You can also put like cartoons on while you guys fuck. You know?
Yeah. It's sick. It's sick. And that's not mounted into any studs. It's just in the drywall. Hopefully, it doesn't fall.
Hey, it hasn't yet.
Yeah,
right?
it hasn't fallen yet. So yeah, there's like for some reason there's literally like no stud. Like they're like over there and like over there.
That's
There's no
weird.
studs right there. And I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna put it up. I don't care.
Oh, you put it up?
Yeah, I
Nice.
put it up,
I just
yeah.
assumed it was your dad.
No, I put it
You're
up.
like, fuck it.
I put it up. I got a couple questions for you, Adam.
Yeah.
Dude, my boy, my best friend.
Yeah.
We work together. We've known each other for a long time.
Like a year and a half.
A year and a half, not a long time, but whatever. I don't.
But
have
we
any
spent a
other friends.
lot of time
Yeah,
together
yeah,
working
yeah.
with just the two of us. So.
Yeah. Okay, so Adam, for those of you who don't know, which is everybody, and nobody that's watching this, but he does a lot of D&D. You run a lot of games. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And I was wondering, what is there like a favorite character that you've ever like created? Somebody that you thought was like probably your best work? I don't know.
That's a tough question, and it's also like, it's tough because like telling people about your games is like telling people about your dreams. No
Yeah,
one
I
gives a
guess
fuck.
true. You gotta kind of have to.
Yeah. A weird thing, and this I don't want to get too like serious right away. A weird thing that I found while playing role playing games and stuff is that a lot of times when I write a character, I accidentally write parts of myself in them, or like work through things.
Yeah.
So there was one that was like and this is where it gets ridiculous. He was like a alligator man, like a voodoo doctor alligator man. But he had this.
Okay.
He had like a wasting disease that made him like.
Like his skin.
Yeah, like he was like constantly bleeding, and his like he was diseased, and he would like use leeches to like make magic or blah 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 voodoo shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was just like my nerdy ass way of dealing with having Crohn's disease, being like
Okay.
having to bleed out of my ass. I was like, but what if the magical alligator man also had an autoimmune disease?
And so it was it just because he was doing voodoo? Was he like part alligator or?
They all were. It was like
Okay.
we were like a tribe of like lizard men in the
Okay.
jungle, in the
All right.
swamp.
Yeah.
I guess that's not the one I should have gone with because it's just too many
Did he
classic like me.
Did he have a nice like Creole like accent?
Yeah, we did Southern. We tried a couple things.
Yeah.
There was even one day where we were like,
Yeah.
like.
You don't have to. You can.
Oh yeah, sorry.
if-
I just did a place in Toledo where it was like you're on the floor and the speakers are in front of you, so you can't hear yourself. So the whole time I'm like I was like playing with the mic. I don't know. So I've been weird about.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Weird
fun
one.
Southern accent. That's pretty
Okay.
much what
Yeah,
we
yeah.
all did. It was fun.
Yeah.
I got a lot of those.
That sounds. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I want to do D&D, dude. But yeah, that's pretty fucking sick. So alligator man, that's your you got.
I'm trying to think of like one that is like maybe more recent. That's like a little more easier to understand. I mean,
that's
in
not
playing.
I feel like it's not that hard.
It's just
Yeah.
bizarre, and it's
Yeah.
like I played Call of Cthulhu, which is like a horror game, and it's set in the 1920s. So I played a gangster recently, and it was just like
Okay.
on a whim. I think the character was already made, but then I added details to him, and I made it so he was like. You can have like manias or obsessions and stuff that are part of the character. So I made him obsessed with candy. So he was like this really weird, cold, like ex World War I vet, like literal hitman,
Mm-hmm.
but then he'd always be like intimidating people and then being like, "Hey man, you want a payday?" And then I like Googled all the like because I didn't know like so many candy bars were out then. You know, like in the 20s they already had Milky Ways, Snickers.
Babe Ruth's.
Yeah,
that was because I mean he was around.
Yeah, he's
Then
he was alive then. Yeah.
Yeah, but did they? I'm wondering if they made it while he was alive or after he died.
Maybe. Yeah, it's in memoriam.
yeah, of him.
It's like there's a little bit of Babe in each one of these candy bars. It's like the Tootsie Rolls. That's funny.
If you get one of his tooth, you get to go to the wherever stadium he fucking yeah.
Call it a Babe Ruth tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Babe Ruth tooth. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, that's funny. I have a stepson, and Leah. And I shouldn't say his name. I shouldn't dox him on your podcast for all the viewers that like 10-year-old boys. But anyway, Gabe knows about him because we've spent so much time together. But we have a bit, me and Nicole, my girlfriend, where we obsessively talk about Babe Ruth and learn Babe Ruth facts just to piss him off. For some reason, it makes him so mad. So like, I even like, he got a PlayStation 5 for Christmas, so I changed. I made the guess was just Babe Ruth when you sign into the PlayStation, but then I changed his bio and he still hasn't found out that it just says Babe Ruth is the GOAT. It's so dumb just because like we're like, oh, when he makes excuses, we'd be like, well, Babe Ruth was an alcoholic at 8 years old and got kicked out of his house. What's your excuse,
And he just is it because he's? I feel like it's maybe because he's just some old guy that he doesn't know, and he's like,
he's putting on like black and white footage of him.
Yeah,
and because he's a basketball kid, he's more into LeBron.
LeBron is where it's at. Yeah, LeBron was a fucking I don't know. He came from like poverty, right? LeBron, he came from like nothing. I have no fucking idea. Who cares?
It's either him or Steph Curry. Yeah, it depends on the week. It's really just who's the tallest.
Damn, your fucking stepson's a basic bitch, dude.
Yeah,
so
he totally
basic.
Is. I sometimes I'm like, if I would have met him a little sooner.
Yeah,
got into some cool shit.
All right, well, I got more. I got more to fire off, dude. Fucking, what's your body count? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer.
We said something about it to someone recently. There was someone just called up. They had the number just on deck.
Yeah.
It was like 17. I've had 6, and we're like, whoa, you didn't even have to think about that.
Dude, I saw. I mean, there's no way this can be real, but I saw it. It was probably just something to make people upset. But I saw it was some girl on the street. The man on the street questions where it's just some sleazy guy trying to fuck the girl, and he asked the girl like what her body count is, and she's like, I think she says 1,572, and then we're just like, what? First of all, after 100, why are you even counting anymore? But that's not real, right? That's for like attention. You made that number up.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
And she looked like she was in her early 20s. It's like there's no way. That means you have to sleep with like multiple people every day. To get to that number. That's insane.
Well, I guess it'd be like 3 years would be like 900, right? If you do it every day. But then you have to like. The logistics of that are insane. I mean, I guess maybe not though, because if you're a beautiful woman, or just a woman in general, it's probably a lot less effort.
But why are you meticulously keeping count like that? That's so
that sounds like you're counting
weird.
Up to something.
Yeah,
you're like, if you, hey, the witch said, if I fuck 1,200 men, my dad will come back to life.
It was actually the alligator man who said that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's good.
Fucking, I also never ask your lady what their body count is, dude.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's always going to be higher than yours, and you're always going to hate it and be sad about it. So just don't do it. Don't fucking do it. All right, if you could live like anywhere in the world, where would you go? Like where would you want to fucking go?
That's tough nowadays.
Yeah.
I'd really like
rough spots.
If I didn't have to like go through all the legal loopholes and stuff, I'd really love like Norway.
Okay.
Just because it's like not only beautiful nature-wise, but it's also like free healthcare.
That's sick.
And they like provide education for their people. But like to live there, you have to have a specific job that they need.
Yeah, something because they're not going to let in.
Yeah. So
it's also so tiny. Where the fuck is Norway?
Over here. Right
there.
It's around there because isn't Greenland right here?
It's gotta be so cold up there, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, we lived it.
Yeah.
We come from. Look how pale we are, dude.
Yeah,
we come
true.
From Arctic
True.
climates.
It's cold as fuck right now.
Yeah, no, my tootsies are
Yeah.
freezing,
cold,
dude.
yeah.
I like
it's
your,
cold down here.
Yeah, I like you wore your Valentine's Day
Yeah,
socks. They have
dude, it's the
hearts on them.
Valentine's Day episode, dude.
Yeah,
I got my
that's-
heart socks on.
The attention to detail. That's
Yeah.
why. That's what people come to the Full Body Podcast.
That's
for.
exactly what it is.
I have a
dude.
question.
Yeah.
Is it called the Full Body Podcast because you wish you had a full size body?
I had a full size body.
Sorry.
You know. I say every time people ask me like why, I just say because it's like a full body workout. It's like exhausting to listen to. You've heard that, but honestly, it was because on CapCut I was looking through thumbnails and there was just one that was just said full body up top, like how I have it.
Yeah.
And thumbnail was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah,
and I
nice.
just did that.
You might as well.
Yeah.
It's already there.
It's
You
already
don't have
there,
to put
dude.
in any work.
Yeah. I like the sound. I like the way it sounds.
Yeah, it sounds like a podcast.
Yeah. And I also looked it up beforehand. I couldn't find any podcast with
That's
that
a good
same
move.
name. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
With
and
anything.
it's short. It's
Trying to like start being a band
Yeah.
or like any kind of like creative project, you always have to like Google first, and then it's
Yeah.
it's either taken or it turns out to be like a racial slur.
yeah. Yeah. Luckily, this isn't, dude. Don't look into it. It's not a racial slur. Okay. What's my? Oh yeah. Oh, this one. Do you believe in God?
No, and not the Christian God, because like
Yeah.
I don't believe it's some white dude with a beard,
Mhm.
because like no, like it's very rare that like a white guy or just a guy man imparts wisdom on you and you're
Yeah.
like, wow,
Holy
I'm gonna
shit.
follow that to the end of the earth.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, oh, it's a fun fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I just have too many insane people in my life that are
That-
obsessed with religion. That I always thought it'd be cool to like start a cult. To
You
like,
seem like the type. You could. I feel like you could be a cult
thrive
leader.
in a cult
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not the leader, just one
The
of
independent.
Yeah,
Planet Ant. No. sorry.
yeah, I mean, I was a part of that cult for a while. Yeah, just because, like, I mean, I think especially nowadays, everyone like really longs for community. Everyone always talks about, oh, if I could just buy a farm and have all my friends live on it or whatever.
Yeah.
That is appealing. I just think the key is no guns or relatively few guns, because now every time I say something, I'm like, but nowadays,
Yeah, you kind of need a gun. Yeah.
yeah. But main rule is no weird sex stuff.
It always goes to that.
Yeah,
though,
like
dude.
it can't be. Of course, people can date each other. People
Yeah.
can be polyamorous. There can be orgies, but it can't be like mandatory. It can't be a part of the
Yeah,
religion.
yeah.
They're like, our God's horny as fuck, dude.
I actually get to fuck everybody's wife. Sorry, that's
Yeah.
actually what. Sorry, that's
You
what
don't.
God said.
You don't even get to fuck your wife. I
Yeah.
do. But then again, I guess religion is like gods are like kind of notoriously horny. When you think about it, like
Yeah.
Zeus.
True.
Zeus was
super
always
horny.
turning into a goose. Zeus the goose.
Zeus the goose, dude. Zeus
and like
is
in
goosing.
sleeping with
Yeah.
mortal women and having super powered babies.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Maybe Christianity isn't horny enough.
Honestly, it's not. I wish it could be. It's actually, it's gotten so bad to the point where like everybody who's like all the priests, they gotta get their sexual urges out somehow, and it just gets to the wrong. It's just
Yeah,
on
they're
the
horny
wrong
in the
person.
wrong
Yeah, they're horny in the
ways.
wrong ways. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
bad. Yeah. So I went to so my grandpa's funeral was like
Oh,
a
yeah.
Catholic. It was like
I like how horny in the wrong ways
They-
made you think your grandma's funeral.
fuck. Oh
You're like,
shit.
man, I was horny the other day at my grandpa's funeral.
I had such a hard fucking dick at my grandpa's funeral. Yeah. But I'd never been to like a Catholic mass, and that's all it was. His funeral was literally just Catholic mass, and they said his name maybe twice, and the rest was just about Jesus. And my dad like leaned over and he was like, "Is this a funeral for Jesus?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what
I
the
mean,
fuck
really
are we
every
doing?"
funeral is,
Yeah.
if you're
yeah.
a Christian or Catholic.
Yeah. I mean, it was ridiculous. Oh, man, it was just like, and also the priest, he just kept saying like random words. He was like, deliverance, fucking justice. Like he's Batman. Like, he just kept saying like
yeah.
random words, and then he was like,
Right.
but most importantly, Jesus. And we're like, great. And then we stood up, sang songs. I hated it.
Yeah, it's rough.
Catholic Church sucks.
He's like
dude.
Deliverance, Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
We're talking about Burt
yeah.
Reynolds here.
Burt Reynolds.
No, I think that's a
Kingdom
thing.
Come.
I've thought about that where you're like, well, if I died before like my family and they're all religious, are they then gonna have like?
Yeah.
So I figured I'd put it in my will that they can do that, but throughout the entire service they have to replace every time it says God or Jesus with my name.
Yeah,
like
Adam James.
Yeah.
But it was I apparently I broke Catholic law while I was there because I got the bread or whatever. I got the little weird biscuit thing, and apparently you need to like be baptized to like get that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because
But
I've
I
done
don't
that.
give
I've
a
gone to like
fuck.
communions.
Yeah.
And taken communion.
Yeah.
I don't like to, but like the last time I can remember going to like a cousin's communion.
Yeah.
I remember they had like a guy in from like Rome or something.
Okay.
He was,
So
like, a
he's
really
real.
fancy, intense
Yeah.
priest. Yeah, and he gave me the cracker, the Christ
Yeah.
cracker, and then I went to walk away, and he grabbed my arm. He's like, "You must eat the body of Christ." And I was like,
All
"Whoa,
right.
Kung Fu Catholic,
Kung Fu cat.
Get out of my-
Dude, that's insane. Yeah, but he was like the OG molester, dude. He was like they got him right from the fucking source.
Right,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, like all those underlings, they were all already molested by him.
Yeah.
You know, and he was molested by JC himself. No, I think Jesus was probably a cool guy.
Jesus was
Like if
probably super sick. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, maybe not, because anyone with that big of an ego
That's true.
or that will allow people to follow them and believe they're the Son
Yeah.
of God. But like, if you go by his teachings, I feel like he seems chill-ish.
Yeah.
It's his dad that sucks, you know? It's like the
Dad's a
God that's
dick.
like killing
Yeah.
whole cities and shit, or the
Mhm.
whole world.
Because and then it's like what's that story about how they killed all their firstborn sons or whatever and they still like
Yeah, it's Passover.
It's still like fucking they still got something happened like it didn't work, right? Like it's still like
I don't
bad shit
remember.
happened.
Yeah, we had to watch the movie when I was a kid.
Yeah,
It scared the
okay.
shit out of me. We're like, we gotta put goat's blood above our doors, or else God's gonna
Damn.
kill our kids.
We just watched Veggie Tales, dude. That's fucked up. We
Oh,
just,
yeah?
yeah. Veggie Tales.
Yeah, my parents were like very like when I was younger, they were very casual about it. They didn't have me baptized either.
Oh, okay.
But then they didn't like uphold, and they were just like, I don't know, I think lazy about it, where they weren't like sending me to Sunday school and making me
Yeah.
watch Veggie Tales. They were just like, oh, it's almost Easter, time to put on this traumatic movie about religion.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where Daniel Day-Lewis is Jesus Christ, or who wait didn't
Are you
what's
talking
it-
about Passion of the Christ?
Passion of the Christ? Was that Daniel Day-Lewis? I don't fucking know.
No, that was the guy that was in Sound of Freedom
Oh,
and the Count of Monte Cristo. I can't remember his name.
but didn't
He might have played Jesus. I feel like you're right. But it's a different. I don't know.
Yeah,
We should have boned up on our Jesus.
our Jesus shit.
Our
yeah.
Jesus movies.
What
Check
is-
out his IMDb. Does Jesus have an IMDb?
Who's that fucking actor? He's a super famous actor. God damn.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Pull it
Right,
up,
is
Jamie.
that a
Pull up
thing?
that actor, dude.
Isn't that a guy in podcast world that people?
Yeah,
that
that's
does
Joe
that?
Rogan.
Okay, yeah.
That's-
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, that's Joseph Rogan. Yeah, my favorite person ever. All right. Anyways,
Yeah. I
he's
know-
not. I'm kidding. He's not. I'm kidding. Shut up. Fuck you. Okay. Well, fuck this God shit. Okay. Do you think O.J. Simpson was innocent?
No.
Okay. All right.
Hell no.
Well, that answers that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the whole thing is
Yeah.
it's an amazing phenomenon how it
Mhm.
like created it basically created reality TV. you
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
It like jump started the 24-hour news cycle, right? And like made
And
like
The Kardashians.
yeah,
Dude,
the
his lawyer.
Kardashians, law theater, you
Mhm.
know, like publicizing celebrity trials. Our coworker at the Comedy Castle, Seth, is like super obsessed with OJ,
Really?
and he was showing me videos about how there's this video that you can find online of these like college girls
Yeah.
in their dorm or whatever, and they're like laughing and giggling as they're like all like crowded together and about to open a door, and then they open the door and OJ is in one of their friends' bed. He's like asleep, and they wake up OJ and like shine lights in his face, and he's just like he just hooked up with their friend.
Jesus, they don't know how close they came to death, dude.
Yeah.
That's like when a fucking like somebody tries to take a picture like with a bear. You know?
Yeah,
That's
I
like,
guess so.
That's insane. You don't know. They're not.
But it's an old bear because this was like
Yeah.
more recent. You know?
Oh,
It was like,
really?
Yeah, it was like social media age. Like,
Oh shit.
like this shit probably went on TikTok or
Oh,
something. Yeah.
Damn, old
Maybe not
ass
because
OJ
how
was.
old is OJ? Not how old is he? When did he die? Wasn't it like in the last 5 years?
Yeah, it was pretty recent. I want to say it was like 2023.
Yeah.
I thought he died. It was like 2 years ago.
Probably.
Yeah.
Huge dick though, right?
Probably.
There's no
fat
way.
Penis.
How else would you have the confidence to be like to get away with murder and then write a book about how you would have done it better?
Yeah, he definitely did that shit.
Yeah.
And the whole like, cause he was wearing another glove on the glove. It was like, oh man, I can't get it.
Yeah,
in
it was all
there, dude.
spectacle.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
I feel like if my life depended on it, I could make a glove not fit.
Yeah,
totally
you
fit.
can make it like.
Like they had photos
shit,
of
my
him
hands.
wearing those gloves.
Yeah,
But it was just like there was so many things like finding out that one of the leading officers on the case that was there on the crime scene was racist.
Yeah.
Like they dug up old tape recordings of him saying the N-word and stuff. And like, yeah, fuck that guy and that sucks. I mean,
It's gonna happen to me
ACAB,
someday.
really.
Yeah.
But like he still found the stuff. He still
Yeah.
found the evidence. It's
Mhm.
not like he himself was trying to frame OJ because
Yeah.
like, what does he have to gain?
All right. Well, R.I.P. OJ, dude. Rest
Yeah,
in peace.
R.I.P. the juice.
Rest in pieces, brother. Okay. This is kind of related to OJ, not really. Would you rather fight a Siberian tiger or a really angry black lady?
Siberian tiger.
Yeah, right. I would say the same. I
Because
would
you
say the
can't
same.
hit the black lady
No.
back.
No, but she's gonna fuck you up, and the people are gonna be recording, and your reputation's
Right.
gonna be ruined. I just
Right.
Yeah.
And
I'd
then
rather.
statistically, because they're like a weird mutation, Siberian tigers, like the white tigers,
Yeah.
right, are it's like highly likely that it has Down syndrome, that it's mentally
Really?
handicapped.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures
Yeah.
of Down syndrome.
So then you
tigers.
just have to show it a picture of like Siberian tiger pussy or something.
Yeah,
Something to
yeah.
distract it. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
I got games on my phone.
Actually, that's a good point. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Black women are scary. That's the point of that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
When we were kids and we did like, it was like pre-YouTube, we had like our little website where we put up
Mhm.
sketches and stuff. We had one that was just a benefit for this tiger with Down syndrome. It was called, we were raising money for Tardy the tiger. I feel bad saying that.
Tardy the tiger.
And then it was literally just
Hey.
pictures of this like mentally handicapped tiger with his tongue hanging out. Like,
I mean, it's better than Tigger. I don't like that name at all.
Yeah,
that's
Right.
sorry. That's
especially no, I agree with you because
Yeah.
especially the amount of times he says it and
Yeah,
stuff, you know, and
yeah.
he sings it in song.
Mhm.
That's like a trap for white people. I
Ugh.
mean, if it's not in your vocabulary, Gabe,
It's not, dude.
then you have nothing to worry about if you have nothing to hide.
Yeah, no, I don't. I would never say it. I've never said it. Okay. All right.
Who's your favorite fictitious tiger?
My favorite fictitious tiger,
Yeah.
probably Tony.
Tony, yeah.
Tony the tiger, the Frosted Flakes guy, because I kind of have a bit
Oh,
about
yeah.
Frosted Flakes, but not really.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite fictitious tiger? Is that
Oh, that's a tough one. I should have thought about that before I asked the question. He's a good one. Tigger, he's all right. He's obnoxious. He would stress me out as a kid.
Yeah.
Probably Tardy. Probably
Tardy the tiger. Yeah, Tardy's my
Because we made him
favorite.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, he was actually a part of the Alligator Man's like crew.
Yeah,
Tardy.
classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
He made him Tardy.
He made him Tardy. Yeah. Yeah. He was always late. That tiger.
Yeah.
He was always
exactly.
fucking
It had
late.
nothing to do with his chromosomes.
Yeah.
It was just his
never on
punctuality
time.
was
Yeah,
poor.
yeah. And it's funny because he was a white tiger too.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. All right. Well, fuck.
Oh wait, hold on. The tiger from, I guess it's not a fictitious tiger because it's just a robot. But I was gonna say
Yeah.
the White Power Rangers.
Oh, the white Power Ranger.
Remember
Yeah.
he had like he had a white tiger as his. So that's a cool fictitious tiger.
yeah.
I don't know why I
The White
stopped you.
Power Rangers, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't talk about the White Power Ranger with my mullet.
Dude, he was problematic. He was tough. They had to get rid of him. All right. Well, I should have wrote more questions down, dude.
Oh, you're good.
Do you want to say what your body count is? We didn't. I told you
I'd have
couldn't
to
answer.
think about it. And
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Let's not do that.
I don't want to cry.
Yeah.
You know?
Mine is incredibly low. It's so depressingly low. Do you think you could turn it's on the bottom there? Should be on the side of it. On the bottom, all the bottom buttons. Just a bunch of buttons.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, I see it now. I got it.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. All right, we got it, dude.
It's like trying to find the clitoris.
Yeah, I mean it's elusive. It's so elusive.
I'm not even convinced that your power button exists.
I really wish I had a fucking remote for this TV. It's whatever. Okay. What is it? God damn it. There we go.
Just put like a thing like neon tape right there. So it's easy to see. Oh,
Okay.
cool. You got that German TV, dude.
Yeah, this is Instagram.
Oh. Okay.
And
yeah.
so this is this is a fun video. I don't know how much you're going to like it, but it's pretty wild. I mean, it's not that wild. I think he's okay. Oh, look at a skinhead flap, dude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's his fucking
Like a
skin
scalp?
of his head.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's not great. Oh, yeah, I know. It's disgusting. Oh, it's so disgusting.
What happened? Oh, is he still flying?
Yeah,
too?
he's still flying.
Oh, he's crashing.
Yeah, he's crashing and holding his head. Like, wait, just wait.
Oh, so he was off the ground.
He hits a fucking power line.
Yeah,
He's flying so low, he hits a power line.
Ah, I see.
I don't even
yeah.
understand. Yeah.
Could you imagine having like a crisis in the air? You know, like, dude, if I stub my toe too hard, I have to sit down for a second and like not swear at my stepson. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
I
can't
stubbed
imagine.
my toe a month ago and it still hurts.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, while you're in the air, while your life depends on it.
And the skin of my fucking head.
the
feels-
wind is just blasting you in your wound. You're
Yeah.
trying not to cry.
Oh yeah. So that's I don't fucking.
That's scary, man.
Yeah, it's
I
insane.
always thought it'd be cool to learn how to fly, but then
Yeah.
I'm like, I would do some shit like that.
Also, buddy, you ever see those big old like sphere things that are on power lines?
Yeah.
They put those up for planes so they
Oh.
can see them. So
Oh,
I
okay.
guess he just wasn't. Because I was like, I'm thinking like, wouldn't you see it? Like you couldn't see the power, but I guess sometimes power lines are so far apart
Yeah.
that you can't. It's hard to see the
Or
line.
he's a few Coronas deep, you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, he is a Russian guy, so.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
I think that looks
Yeah,
Russian,
no,
right?
yeah.
That looks like Russian letters. Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of these guys.
Yeah.
Little dots and accents.
All right. Well, there's another one that's
Okay.
It makes me laugh. I might turn it up a little bit so you can hear it, but it probably shouldn't make me laugh, but fuck, it makes me laugh. So this guy's skiing, and he's trying to go down a mountain. So he's going. He's high.
I like that it's first person.
Yeah.
We're doing VR. Oh no. Oh my god, every second of that has to suck. It's like the loss of control.
All right, he's okay.
Yeah, okay.
He's okay. He's all right, but damn, those screams were fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that is really good. Because, like, I mean, yeah, I would, too. I would probably be mad at myself. I would be like, "You fucking idiot!" That's what I do now when I fuck something up. That's wild.
I mean, it's terrifying. This would be. I mean, I couldn't imagine. I'd be pissing my pants the whole way. But it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like you would have just been better just trying to ski. Just go straight down with your skis. Fuck it.
I don't know how skiing works, to be honest.
Yeah. You
poor.
couldn't have. I don't know. You couldn't have pizzaed it.
Yeah, right. Isn't it
Right?
pizza, hot dog?
Why are
or
you trying to go
whatever?
sideways? I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
if he got all the way up there,
Yeah,
seems like he might know what he's doing.
He knows
but
what he's doing, but
maybe it's overconfidence.
Yeah.
Or just maybe he had a few Coronas to eat.
like that other guy. Yeah. I mean, so that's fun. He's okay. I think the
Yeah,
other
that's
guy's
good to
probably
know.
okay too.
I'm really glad that you vetted these videos to make sure that the people survive.
yeah.
before
I mean, I have no idea, but
yeah. Just turn into faces of death.
And this next video, it's not really the same as like these first two videos, but I saw it and it made me so viscerally upset. It hit so close to home that I think I just wanna, and I can't tell if it's a fucking skit or not. I can't tell if it's real or not, to be honest. But
How many? What the Steven, no. Who the is he? Steven, why aren't you at work? Emily, what the Steven, who the is that? You need to go. Steven, I'm so sorry. Emily, what the Steven, stop, I'm so sorry.
I didn't know you was coming home, bro.
Bro, who the is this guy?
Hey, watch your tone, bro.
I don't... Bro, what?
Watch your tone.
Stop,
This ain't got
stop.
nothing to do with
watch your
What's
tone.
going here, bro?
This between you two, bro.
Bro, you got him in my... I'm
Watch your
sorry,
tone, bro.
I'm sorry. I knew.
Watch your tone, bro.
Hey, bro.
Bro, say you again,
Bro, can you please leave, bro?
bro. Me and you,
Leave,
man to
bro.
man.
Will I leave,
Got
bro?
nothing to do with this.
Lamar.
Y'all too, bro.
Okay,
Bro.
please. Get the f*** out, bro.
Hey,
Steven,
watch
calm
your
down.
mouth,
Steven,
bro.
bro, get the f*** out, bro.
Yeah.
You knocked my boyfriend out.
And he got knocked out.
Yeah.
You was talking to me. I'm a man too.
Man, too.
Yeah, so that
I feel like that was fake. 100%.
that had to be fake, right? There's
Yeah.
no way that's true because it's
Just-
like the way it went black as like the,
Yeah,
and
and
the
then it just
slapping.
sounds like they're just like slapping their.
And then also, why would you knocked my boyfriend out?
Exactly,
Wouldn't
yeah.
you just say him?
It's really her failing. I
Yeah.
mean, he wasn't great. The boyfriend wasn't great.
yeah.
The girlfriend, though, just no acting chops at all.
No.
That's where I could immediately tell. It didn't feel authentic.
Oh my god.
The bull, as opposed to the cuck.
Yeah.
He, I feel like he sold it.
Yeah.
That felt believable.
He made me mad, dude.
He made me, yeah, exactly. He made me think for a
Fucking
second, like,
pissed
oh,
off.
him being like, watch your tone. I'm like, oh, this guy fucked his girlfriend and he's about to whoop his ass.
yeah.
Like, that actually
Ugh.
almost got me, but no, yeah, from the rip, I could tell.
Yeah. So yeah, like
Other
I
voices.
had a feeling. I was like, it still made me mad.
Yeah.
I was in the
get
shower
the
thinking about this
sentiment.
shit, like, dude, motherfucker.
Yeah, very impressionable.
Yeah, I just, man. But I was also thinking, like just let's just pretend this is real.
Yeah.
And like, it seemed like in the beginning he's like, you got him in my. So it seemed like this is his apartment,
Oh,
or
yeah.
somewhere, his house, his bed. So and like the guy is refusing to leave. I don't understand that thought process at all.
Right, yeah.
what do you
yeah.
think's gonna happen? You're at even if you're at her house, like what?
Right, yeah.
bro.
Like, we need a minute to discuss this.
Yeah, I
you,
was
just,
like-
you just step outside for a second.
and then once I leave, you can continue fucking my girlfriend.
yeah, maybe he didn't come, so he's just
Yeah,
so
so-
angry.
yeah.
He got blue balled.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know, because it's also like there was like the bedding and stuff made it almost look like it was her room.
Yeah,
So it's probably, but they probably live together.
yeah.
Damn, dude, that's rough.
That made me so mad. That
Yeah,
video
yeah.
for real made me
And
so
then you-
mad.
you
I was
wanted
just,
to-
I saw it at night. I couldn't sleep.
You wanted to relive it with me?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, that happens, dude. Call me up.
Yeah.
Or someone that's taller, bigger, and stronger,
Mhm.
and have them come down. And
No, if I was that guy in that situation, I'd be like, okay, so you don't want to leave.
yeah.
Okay, fine. I would just go out into my car and then just call the police.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
they'll
fair,
kick
fair.
him out.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
fair.
fight a huge black guy. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
But he sounded
Not
like
gonna
he
do
might
that.
have been a big black guy too.
He
so-
might have. It might have been
yeah.
two gorillas. I'm gonna bleep that out.
Yeah. Yeah, pause for edit.
Yeah. It's how I know.
Yeah. You're waving to yourself in the future
Yeah.
to cut out your racism.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
it's okay.
I'm just saying that because I'm just gonna say sorry because so I don't have to edit it out. I'm not
Okay.
gonna. I don't feel like actually doing that. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd probably fight. I'm not a fighter, but
Mhm.
like in that situation with the emotions,
Yeah.
and the like, I feel like
Have you ever caught like
no,
your
not
partner
like
cheating or
not
anything
like
like that?
caught. I had like a situation where I lived with a girl and I was basically supporting her, and then she like joined a band with a guy, and then it became where like it was like very quickly like we'd also been dating for like 3 or 4 years and been through a lot of
Mhm.
bullshit, but like it felt like I was the third wheel when
Yeah.
they hang out. So then that got really uncomfortable, and then it escalated, and then I found out like things were starting to happen. Like they hadn't slept together or anything, but it was like she was like telling people she had feelings for him and emotions, and then like there was an incident where it was like almost like unavoidable. So then I was like, okay, you're fucking out.
Yeah.
Like we're done. You can stay here for this long, but like I don't want him at the house anymore, because I would be like subjected to hang out with this guy, and that's how I'd get
What
that ick of
the
like,
fuck?
why does it feel like you guys are a couple and I'm like,
Yeah.
but and then I came home one time, and he's also kind of like a nerdy musical
Yeah.
dude, but he was like known, he'd done this before. He'd got
Yeah.
another friend to join his band, and then she broke up with her boyfriend, and they kind of dated, so it was kind of like a pattern. But then I came home, and they were all hanging out, and I don't have a fucking problem with telling people how I feel. So
Yeah.
I'm just like and it was like she moved herself upstairs basically into the
Yeah.
attic, which I feel bad about. But then I walked up there, and I'm like, all right, you obviously have to get the fuck out of here right now.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm like, oh man.
Couldn't
Like,
be me, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, because I'm not like super strong, especially with the Crohn's, but like I wouldn't want to fight a wild animal, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I would. I feel like that's the edge that I have. That I would go
just,
so
just
crazy.
getting to that zone.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Which I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's not something I should like take pride in or like brag about. 'Cause
I don't know. I mean, if you can get like in situation, I mean stuff, but like that is kind of necessary sometimes to
Yeah,
get like that to be.
Well, also to establish
like
your
that.
boundary,
Yeah.
to like be like, this is way too far. 'Cause
Yeah.
then it's like it does, can't happen again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, because I'm not like I've never been one that likes to solve things with aggression. I'd rather just like talk things out. But in a moment like that, when it's like the disrespect goes so far, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, in my own house,
Yeah.
I pay these bills, and then you're
Mhm.
bringing someone into my house to, even if they were just talking about, obscure Detroit garage rock or whatever it was.
I had a similar situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ex, she lived here
Oh yeah. I
in this
remember.
house, but it was. I mean, it just obviously we just weren't right for each other. We broke up while she was still living here, and then I was like, okay, so we were just trying to figure it out. She was trying to find a place to stay, but then one time I went to go visit my mom. When my mom was out of town. And on like our cameras that we have, I saw her and this guy walking in
On the
to the house.
CCTV.
And then I was like, by the time I get back,
Yeah.
you have to be gone. You can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was here, and I think these are her
Lights.
lights.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to apologize to you for that.
Oh,
You
I
know,
mean,
I mean, she it
was mostly on
me,
her.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
At least
You didn't
at least
know.
we met.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we.
You didn't know me at that time, so it's fine. It's okay. It's
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
We've reconciled since then.
Wouldn't that be amazing if like the whole podcast was just a ruse, a ploy to get me on so you could confront me?
yeah, about that. Yeah. Ugh.
No, that's shitty. And then to have
Yeah.
the visual proof, because then it's like, did they stop hanging out, or was she still inviting him over while you guys were out of town?
Dude, we got those cameras recently too, and that wasn't the first time I went out of town. So who
Yeah.
the fuck knows
Oh yeah.
what else she was doing?
It wasn't it a
when we were
situation where she was like living with your parents, kind of taking advantage of you guys?
gone. Yeah, rent. She was rent free for like 2 years. I mean, it was insane.
Because like whatever,
Yeah.
that happens to relationships, and also
Yeah.
supporting people, having
Yeah.
to support her. I don't know her situation,
Mhm.
but it's at least the consideration, the common
Yeah.
decency to not then bring someone to,
Yeah. But she was like, yeah, it's like I knew that they had like fucked before, like they had
Yeah.
been intimate with each other, but she was telling me there was like, oh, but we didn't do anything at this time here. I was like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like,
At that point, it doesn't matter because
I
what's
don't
the
fucking care.
intention?
Yeah.
Was he coming over to play Mario Kart? I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Yeah.
It's like, we were
Yeah.
gonna work on homework.
Yeah, and then that very same day, he helped her ass move out. So
Yeah,
that was
nice.
that was
Yeah,
fun.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah.
filmed it all and put
Yeah,
it in,
and it was
time-lapse.
fucked up too because my mom was the one who showed me. She was like, "Who's this guy that's walking into our house
Oh.
right now?" And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least you had a shoulder to cry on.
yeah, yeah.
You're like,
Who says
"Mom,
I was
I'm being
crying?"
cucked."
Aw. Yeah, that's why this stuff really, man.
yeah,
this
yeah.
shit,
No, I get it.
Wow.
I get
Yeah, it really fucking gets under my skin.
that. Yeah, I get that. That's like, it's
Yeah.
like, you probably hate that I'm about to say this, but it's triggering.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fuck. I'm triggered right now, dude. I got so
fucking
triggered.
right now.
I'm getting fucking so many texts right now. What the hell's going on? Oh, sick. Naomi texted me saying I'm cut tonight.
Oh, nice.
Hell
Hell
yeah. I
yeah.
did not want to fucking
Yeah.
go.
Fucking solve that shit.
I did not want to go. Thank God. Thank God for you, Adam. Damn.
Yeah, because you
All
would
right.
have just gone in.
Yeah, I would have just gone. She's so dumb, dude.
Uh-oh.
Fucking stupid.
We're gonna
boss.
get the comedy castle tea.
Well, I mean, I doubt they're. Whatever. Fucking. I really don't care at this point.
Yeah,
it's not
I
like
still
they're gonna
work
see
there,
it. It's
so
okay. Yeah.
I'll probably abstain.
He doesn't agree with what I'm saying.
Yeah.
he abstains to that. My manager is super smart and definitely not an alcoholic at all. So it's like it's fine.
Yeah.
Do you regret coming on here, Adam? Or
No,
you
not
having
at
a
all.
Good time? Okay.
I mean, maybe the comment about the two black guys.
Yes,
That's
that-
the only thing.
that I do regret.
And there was
that.
a couple things that I said that I'm like,
When you were talking about the cheating experience, for the first 5 minutes of what your story, I was completely zoned out thinking about how much I regret saying that gorilla comment.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
as you should.
yeah. I was like, oh
Sit in
shit.
your shame,
Yeah,
cuck. No,
yeah.
no, it's all right. It's stream of consciousness. you
Yeah.
know? And I know your intention is.
I was trying to think of something more clever than that, but
Yeah.
it just didn't happen.
Yeah, you you hesitated, so
Yeah.
I was about to like cut you off, but then I think
Yeah.
the sadistic part of me was
Yeah.
like, I want to see where
Yeah,
this goes.
where does this go? Dude, I don't know why this sparked a memory in my brain, but speaking of just like a sadistic part of me, I used to like detail cars. I used to
Yeah.
like clean cars before I worked at the Comedy Castle, and we would like there was this car wash that was right by the garage where we'd pull it into the car wash, the garage door would close, and then after the car wash was over, the garage door would open, you'd back it out, and then you'd bring it into like the big like the mechanics area, like where all the
Yeah.
mechanics were, and we'd dry it off and like do the interior and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the car wash one time, I think it malfunctioned while somebody was like halfway between the door and like outside. So like the door was about to close on the car and like crush the car, and I just stood there and watched it happen because I wanted to see what would
Yeah.
happen. Yeah, that was a really fucked up part of. I don't know why I did that. I didn't say anything. I didn't yell for help, but
Yeah.
but it did stop. It stopped like right before
Oh, right,
it
right.
hit the car and then went back up. I mean, obviously, the person would have just gotten out. It would have been fine. I mean, the car would have been fucked up, but the person
Yeah.
inside would have been fine.
But in the moment too,
Yeah.
it's like when you're
I was like,
when like a car accident's about to
yeah.
happen, and you're like, someone's gonna get hit by a car. You only have a split
Yeah.
second to respond, and English isn't coming out.
Also, what am I gonna do if I yell? Like, what is yelling gonna do? It's not gonna stop the fucking
That's true.
thing from.
Yeah, and then what's the guy gonna panic and then back into?
Yeah.
Like
And also, I was too far away to run and hit like the emergency stop. It was all the way across the
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
So it's whatever.
I
But
say we
yeah.
build a replica of that car
yeah,
wash,
and just
and
it's
then
like
we
a crime
replay the scene to
Yeah.
see if you could.
Yeah,
You know,
if I could have stopped it.
Yeah, like MythBusters.
Yeah. But it stopped, and then I told my coworkers that, and they're like, "You're a fucking psycho, dude."
Yeah. You keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
What are you
that's
talking
true.
about?
I don't know.
That's a funny moment when you say something and then you realize you're not like some people. When you, like,
Yeah.
say something that's like
Yeah.
insane.
And everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Where whenever I hear the song Roller Coaster, you know that song? Roller Coaster of Love. You've never oh god damn it,
Sorry,
I forget our
I'm
age
just-
difference.
Yeah,
It's just like an old funk song
Mhm.
that's super famous, and if you've ever been on a roller
you-
coaster, you've
I'm
probably
sorry,
heard
could you
it.
Turn the
Yeah, that's
TV
fine.
back up. Yeah.
But like sometimes that comes on, it's like I'm just a fucking nerd for fun facts about music, and I'm also a white man, so I can't help but express my opinion or
Yeah.
share my
got
wealth
it.
of knowledge.
You got to.
Yeah, exactly. It's my
Mansplaining
duty.
is fun.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a like a urban legend about the song where they like were recording the song and everyone's like getting fucked up and partying while they're recording the music, and they invited a lady of the evening over, and they had her pose on some like prop they had made, and that prop somehow like melted to her skin, it like burned her.
Damn.
So then she got fucked up. So then her bodyguard, her pimp, supposedly like got pissed and was like demanding money because he damaged his
This
girl.
goods.
I considered saying property, but yeah, no, like, and then that escalated, and the band supposedly ended up killing them.
Yeah.
And then so
Damn.
the urban legend is that you can hear her screaming in the background on the song. And there is,
Yeah.
if you listen really closely, you can find YouTube things
Yeah.
where they isolate it. There is like a cool, but it's probably just some guy high on coke that's
Yeah.
making a cool sound in the
Yeah.
back of the song.
Mhm.
Long story long. Sometimes when people are like, when that song comes up, I'll tell that story, and they'll be like,
Yeah.
"How do you know that?" I'm like, one time I asked my Google Home to play the sound of someone being murdered. And they just like
That's what that
everyone's-
was?
Yeah, yeah. And then it played
Yeah,
Roller
yeah.
Coaster of
Yeah.
Love. But then people are always like, "Why would you do that? Why would you Google her?" You know, I'm
Like,
like, "No, no."
I don't know. You know.
Yeah, yeah. You
it's
never
fun.
curious?
Yeah,
It was for
it's a-
it was research for a
Yeah.
film.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never done that. That's weird. You're
Yeah.
weird. You're
No, I
weird.
know.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah, I've had like a lifelong obsession with serial killers.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be a detective for a long time growing up.
What are
as
you,
a
a
kid.
girl, dude? Jeez.
Right? No, this
Dude.
is before it was cool.
This was before it was women just watch true crime all the time, dude. It was before then.
Such a strange phenomenon. For me, it was because my parents would put on random TV while we slept so they could party with their friends, like so they could drink and get high. So they would put on the
Nice.
TV really loud, and it was like right
Okay.
next to the wall where my head was, where I
Yeah.
slept. And they left on a documentary about the Zodiac killer. So then I just sat there as like a little kid trying to sleep, just learning my sponge brain,
Yeah.
just being like. And then at the end of the documentary, they're like, "And he still hasn't been caught." And I'm like, "Fuck!" So then I became a detective. I learned
Yeah.
everything I could about
You
the Zodiac
dedicated
killer.
your life.
Yeah,
to-
yeah.
That's how a fucking comic book starts. Dude,
Yeah,
I feel
right.
like, damn.
Still haven't caught him though.
Yeah.
But it's such a strange phenomenon now of like, because my girlfriend's like that, where she, we all good?
Yeah. No, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
She's like really into true crime and stuff, and I
Yeah.
like it too. It's interesting, but it's like she'll like sleep to it and stuff.
I don't get that.
Or
at
like
all.
I'll come home and like the baby will be in the bassinet sleeping or sleeping on her, and true crime will be playing. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Like she's not. The baby isn't actually taking in any of this information, but still.
Yeah. And this is when Michael knew he got caught. And it's
Right.
always that voice. You know that
Oh,
voice?
yeah. Like the true crime narrator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wonder if it's like, if it's just like because it's the most extreme that drama can be, you know, like someone getting murdered,
right. That is extreme drama.
or if it's
Yeah.
like that fine line between like curiosity and like danger.
Yeah.
That is like, you know, that's like part of. I feel like that's part of like having a one night stand.
Yeah.
You know, I could be wrong, but like it's like kind of a risk every time. You don't know
For
what that
sure.
person's place is going to be like. You don't know
Yeah.
what that person's going to be like.
It's exciting.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
dangerous. It's
Exactly.
mysterious. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, when true crime is on, I am captivated.
Yeah.
I do watch it. But
Oh,
then the
'cause
next day, I'm like, that sucks. I'm like vigilant now. I don't
Yeah,
want to.
yeah.
Don't go outside. Like,
Right.
yeah. But it's captivating, and the way they do it is the way they paint the picture too. The story is cool.
It's become a real art form.
Yeah.
Like ever, like Making a Murderer and stuff.
Yeah.
When that like the Netflix documentary started coming out, and they really like honed down the. For me, it's like more. I appreciate more like the cult documentaries.
The cult documentaries are cool. Yeah, I like those. Wild Wild Country was a cool one.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah.
They didn't really talk about it in the documentary, I think, but an interesting thing about that guy is that he was told at a young age by, I think, a spiritual leader or someone that his mom was told at a young age that he was going to die at a young age. That he, like by the time before he was an adult, he was going to die. So he like lived the beginning of his life like thinking he was. So that kind of paints his picture of like that probably like led to the megalomania.
Yeah.
So
There was also another one about where it was like this cult, and they chose this woman to be like the leader of it. Like the cult kind of chose her, and then they kept feeding her like mercury, and her skin turned blue, and then her like body like withered. And then after she died, like and she was just some hot girl that worked at McDonald's, and they were like, "You're our leader."
I like the idea of like her like disciple or whatever, her main disciple, like them being at McDonald's and him having like the religious epiphany.
Yeah.
Where she like turns away from the fryer.
Yeah.
You know? the light of the fire.
Yeah.
Just illuminate, and he sees a halo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it was a strange documentary. But it's cool, and it's how they worshipped her dead body afterwards too.
Yeah,
still.
because isn't it the one where they wrapped her in like lights and stuff? It was like
yeah.
Because it's more recent, right?
Yeah, it was more recent. It was pretty recent, and
it was like on COVID. I feel.
yeah, and like she was like a crazy alcoholic. They kept feeding her alcohol, and I think at some point she like didn't even want to be a part of this cult. They just kept giving her alcohol for free. She was like, I don't even want to.
That's what Dune is about. Is that woman's experience? No, but like, is like that idea of like the worship of this person, their charisma gets so ahead of them.
Oh,
that
yeah.
all the terrible things are going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
So they kind of have to like go along for the ride to wrangle it in. Who knew that Frank Herbert was writing about this random woman from Florida
that worked at McDonald's,
this
dude.
McDonald's worker.
That's crazy.
One of my favorites is this cult, a Japanese cult called Om Shonrikyo. And they perpetrated a biological attack in the subway systems. They used sarin gas, and that was like a big moment in Japan where they got like really paranoid about their it was like their 9/11 basically. But the guy, I can't remember his name, but he lived in a like a facility for the blind, but he was only like partially blind. So then he used that advantage to manipulate everyone else. And there was like people that were blind, but also people that were like mentally handicapped and stuff. But he just like somehow, because he had this slight advantage over everyone else, he was able to like manipulate them and like turn it into like this crazy terrorist cult.
That's so what the fuck? That's insane.
Yeah, that was a fascinating rabbit hole, because then it also inspired a lot of media and a lot of like, pop culture and stuff, because it was terror.
What is with why are we're so easy? I feel like humans are so easily swayed, dude. Like our brains are so like. I mean, I know I am. Dude, I see one video about some girl cheating on her boyfriend. I'm like, that's my girlfriend, dude.
You think exactly? You're like, I've been there. You totally convinced. Because it's almost like. I think a lot of it is just confirming what they're already thinking.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people, I think the key is like finding people that are vulnerable that
don't have anything.
Exactly. And they don't have, everyone's always telling them that they're wrong.
Yeah.
So as soon as you tell them that they're right, they're going to be like,
and
yeah,
that
like
you're
this guy.
special.
Yeah, exactly. Not that I've done research. Not like that I've done hours of research.
You could do it. You're charismatic. I believe in you, Adam.
I don't know. I think I'm too socially awkward.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation.
You gotta find all their autistic people, though.
Yeah,
You could
other
start an
nerds that
autistic
role-playing games.
Yeah. That's what your cult could be. You guys play role-playing games, dude. And sometimes maybe you get sucked off a little bit, but only if they want to. That's not like a part of the doctrine.
Exactly. It's no commandments about sex.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. A commune would be kind of cool for a little while. I would get sick of it, I feel like, but I feel like for a little bit, Just
Well,
all
yeah.
everybody working together and just
Well, then you have to create
having a community.
I feel like you have to create programs within the community where people
Yeah.
get to go outside of the community.
yeah, true.
You know, not
yeah.
necessarily like Rum Springer, but
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah.
we're gonna go on a field trip, you know,
Yeah.
and like, or just encourage. Still
Don't talk
having-
to anybody.
Yeah, exactly. It's always like you can't talk to your parents.
Yeah.
They won't understand. Like so a lot of times, cult leaders are like high school boyfriends.
Yeah.
Like, just alienating
Yeah,
you, negging you
yeah.
constantly.
yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. That's just something as being someone that's like never been great at. I don't have a career. I've never been great
Yeah.
at having a job, being like having a disease or whatever. Where it's like there's been always been something alluring about the idea of being a part of a culture where my like strengths are focused
Yeah.
on, and I'm utilized for those things, and it's like clear and defined. You know,
Mm-hmm.
not where like in the world where you're just like at 18. Time to
Figure it
time to
out.
Go go.
Dumbass. Yeah.
Yeah, who knows, man? You might be a camera operator in porn, or you might be a fire juggler, or you might
I'd
be
be
a doctor.
lucky
Who
to
knows?
be a camera operator in porn, dude. I'd be fucking lucky, bro.
I feel like it would suck
Yeah, but like,
because you're just
man.
getting close-ups. You're having to get under the guy's nuts
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
You know what's up with? I don't. I see. I'm not a big on like being like, well, let's talk about our dicks all the time, or let's talk about porn. But like, what's up with that shot? You know, the shot of like where it's like the guy's
Oh,
butt
the
cheeks and
butt
ball
and
sack?
balls? Yeah, I don't know
never-
that shot.
And it's
Yeah.
like we've both seen it enough.
Dude,
that
I
it's
caught
identifiable.
a nasty glimpse of myself last night
Oh,
in the
yeah?
mirror.
Nice.
My girlfriend was ass up, face down, and I was just. I'm a small guy. I was like hunched over her, and
Yeah.
I look over and I see my little butt just going up and down. And I'm like, I literally had to stop. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we can't. I'm thinking about my body now. We're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
weird little meat monkeys. This is fucking, I hate this.
Internalize that lesson though.
Yeah.
Because think
Yeah.
that's how your girlfriend probably feels every single day.
That's true. That's true. That yeah, she talks about how much she hates her appearance all the time. Or like, you're fucking beautiful.
Well, yeah, it's
You.
just capitalism.
Yeah.
Advertising. It's just
Look at
clear
her.
body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, you guys have a caricature
Yeah.
on the wall. That's cute.
Yeah.
For Skippy's writer's block party, one of the prompts this month. I'm not able to go, but
Oh,
is
okay.
caricatures.
Oh, it's caricatures. Yeah.
So that made me think of that. I just
Yeah.
the one thing I love about caricatures is that it's like the guy's just like, here, pay me to make you look stupid as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like whatever you got going on.
Dude, I
that
look like
you're
David
insecure about-
Bowie. I look like.
Yeah, you kind of do. Yeah, your bones, your like facial structure.
Yeah.
But like, oh, he's like, you got a gap in your teeth. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna make it bigger. You
Yeah.
got a big nose. Gonna make it bigger. Titties. We're gonna make those titties bigger.
Dude, he made her. She does have kind of big teeth, but damn.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. The horse teeth.
Well, yeah, because it's always exaggerated.
yeah.
But it's like, do caricature artists get the shit kicked out of them all the time?
Dude, I've seen some ones that are like kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
like,
saying. They are.
Damn,
That's like,
dude.
That's the art form,
Yeah.
though, right? I like
Yeah.
always wonder, are they just like protected, like
It's like being
jesters?
roasted in visual form.
Yeah, oh,
you know,
totally,
it's,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's forever. It's,
Yeah. I just feel like they're like divinely protected, like jesters. You know, like
Yeah.
the king has given them
Yeah.
a past.
Yeah.
But that led me to the idea of like a caricature artist at an orgy. You know, like,
Oh.
like someone puts on an orgy and they
Yeah.
get like a face painter and a
Yeah.
caricature artist. You know, that's
My dick isn't that small.
yeah. Right.
Ugh.
He's gonna make those little butt cheeks tiny,
Dude, tiny little cheeks I got,
Yeah.
bro. I look like Quagmire fucking Loretta or some shit. Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
imagine that. His little ass. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember Quagmire's ass, but I believe you.
That's just his weird little body. I feel like that's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got. Yeah.
Yeah, I have some. There's been times where I'll like catch my ass in the mirror during sex, or like we'll have taken a video,
Yeah.
and then it'll be like just because the angle and where you got to set up the camera in the moment, it's just like, oh, it's not even. This isn't even like fun to watch because it's literally just my ass the whole time.
Yeah.
But then my girlfriend would be like, oh yeah. And like I
Okay.
get it. I was blessed with a fat ass, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I'd never understood like when women are like when girlfriends have been attracted to the ass or to my
Yeah.
ass, or when women talk about asses, because like a man's ass is just so much more gnarly than a
It's
woman's
yeah,
ass.
it's so hairy and like
Yeah.
dude, my taint and my butthole is atrocious. Like it is
Yeah.
it's
Prove
disgusting.
it.
It's so the hairs are so
The only way you
long.
can make up for your racist comment is if you,
yeah, if I show
if
my
you
butt
show
like,
your
we just,
butthole and taint right
let's
now.
do it both of us
Yeah,
at the
okay.
same time.
I'm not ashamed.
Yeah. I'm not really. I mean, I'm kind of ashamed. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
should
don't-
be.
Yeah,
I've
Thanks.
seen it, and you
yeah,
should be.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's
nothing.
abominable is
Yeah.
the word I would use.
Yeah.
A slight against humanity.
I've never actually taken like a close-up gander at my butthole.
You should.
You know,
For
I've
your
never.
health.
I probably should.
Because, like, especially, I mean, do you treat your body like shit? Do you eat like shit? Or do you drink things that you shouldn't? You seem like a pretty healthy guy, now that I think about it.
I don't drink a lot of things. Well,
I guess alcohol, yeah.
Alcohol. I don't really drink a lot of pop. But like I it's always on again, off again, where I'm eating good and then eating like shit and then eating good again and then eating. It's like
Right.
I can't fucking stay on it.
Right. It's just the
Yeah.
average American male, you know, eats like shit. Most of them have IBS or colitis or something.
Yeah.
So eventually your butthole's going to give you problems. So
I've
you wanna
had
get-
healthy poops for the past couple of weeks
Okay.
though. I've had some
There you
pretty
go.
healthy shits, meaty, solid shits. I don't know where what the fuck. I
We're
don't
just
even
talking
know
about butthole health.
Yeah.
It's important. A lot of people realize. Maybe it's just the Crohn's that makes me hyper aware of it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I've I used to have a folder on my phone that was just pictures of my
Your
butthole.
butthole.
Just mainly for my doctor.
Yeah.
Partially just for myself. you know?
Yeah. Come on.
Just because,
Little
like, do
bit.
you really know yourself if you don't
Yeah.
know your own butthole?
Yeah. But like, I don't know what it was. Like before a couple of weeks ago, dude, it was just all straight diarrhea, dude.
Yeah.
Diarrhea.
Was it the diet or was it stress?
I probably the diet.
Yeah.
The diet.
That's
Probably
usually
also
it.
a little bit, maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think
to
it's
be
usually a
honest.
perfect storm.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Cause I'm always fucking, dude. I'm always overthinking this comedy shit. I feel like, dude, I'm
Yeah.
getting, cause like, and I think maybe that's I just see all the stuff on social media and I'm like, damn, I'm not doing enough. All these people are doing all these shows and shit.
Comparison
and
is
I'm
the
like,
thief of joy, my dude.
I know.
Can't do that. It's okay to
know.
like observe and to like
Yeah.
emulate, to be
Yeah.
like, hey, I could see how I could use this format. Or
Yeah.
this, the way this person is pursuing their career kind of resonates with me.
Yeah.
Maybe I can learn from it, but yeah, I get that. I'm an overthinker.
Especially when I get high, dude. I'm like, what the? I'm such a fucking loser, dude. What
Yeah.
am I doing? Fucking open mics.
Yeah, maybe.
God damn
Oh
it.
yeah, but I mean, you're 21, dude. I should be thinking that. Being 37 and having recently had a child, and then starting my stand-up career late. I'm like, I think that, but then I'm like, hey, I enjoy it. You know what I mean? It helps keep the depression at bay because when I overthink it, I'm like, okay, I need to channel that energy that my brain is creating. Thinking about depressing shit
Yeah.
and make myself feel bad and channel that into
Just some creative shit.
yeah, but it's tough because you know you kind of have to be relaxed to be creative, in my opinion, and it's hard to be relaxed when you're
Mhm.
like doubting yourself. So it's
Yeah. Some
it's a tightrope act.
ebb and flows. I'll get into zones where I feel
Yeah.
like real creative, and I'll just be writing and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. I can't believe I never really thought of that.
Do you have
joke.
any comedy goals, like current or in the future?
Right now, I'm just trying to get paid for
Yeah.
like just any $5 whatever. I've
Yeah,
never
yeah.
been paid yet. I've
Yeah,
never
that's
got,
fair.
and I've never gotten like really booked on a show except for the Detroit to LA.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I saw some people who made it to the finals, and I'm like,
Yeah, that was last night. I was there. Someone
what the fuck?
Someone actually, as I was
Um,
giving someone food, I ran their food, I handed it to them. This guy
Yeah.
was like nudging his friend and pointing up at me,
Mhm.
and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Hey, man, don't you do comedy here?"
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
Hey.
"He must have recognized me
Yeah.
from Detroit to LA."
Yeah,
And I was like, "Oh yeah, hey, thanks
Yeah.
for being a fan. I gotta go by."
yeah.
But yeah,
Because I guess the audience vote really does,
yeah,
like
that's what those things
perpetuate
are designed
like
to. Right?
people
yeah,
who probably shouldn't be in the finals
yeah.
to get into the finals.
for sure.
Yeah,
Which is rough, especially while I was working, seeing people that were, and there were some people that just didn't do well either.
Mhm.
And it was a sold out room where I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fucking,
dude,
this would be a godsend. You know what I mean? I would love to
I would
perform
fucking
to as
kill
many people.
for this room, dude.
Yeah,
not that
yeah.
I would, not that I'm saying that I'm gonna kill automatic, but I would
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
to like do that room.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to know where you were on February 7th, it was with me. We were hanging
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
We were here. We were
Mhm.
setting up your podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here.
We were just watching cuckold videos
Yeah.
on your TV.
That's all I watch. That's my Instagram feed.
That's a
dude.
good goal, though. That's
Yeah.
where I'm at. You know, it's a little frustrating being like having done music, having done improv and
Mhm.
sketch, and then starting all over again doing stand up.
Yeah.
Especially when that was like a love from a young age that I
Right.
really love stand up. But then it's like sometimes I get frustrated just not being booked. But I'm also not like I'm pursuing it, but I'm not asking people. I'm not.
Me neither. I'm not
really-
asking people. I need to put myself out there more for
Exactly,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, it's like I think it was Melanie Hearn. I heard her once say, "It's a marathon, not a sprint."
Yeah.
Like that's especially with me having to divide my time with my family and having to like, I can only get out to open mics so much, maybe
Yeah.
once a week when other guys are going 5 times a week,
Yeah.
that I have to just like kind of trust that,
Yeah.
I'm on the right path, that like, I'll get to wherever I want to go. And I don't,
Yeah.
even my long-term goals aren't big. I'm not like, I want a famous podcast or I want to be, I just want to get booked and maybe make a little money at it, or just like,
Really, my long-term goal is to be able to sustain myself doing comedy, right? And that's the dream. That's the dream.
Like I'd like to
Yeah.
tour. I didn't
Mhm.
really get to do that a lot when I was in bands. So
Yeah.
it was something I always. So that's why I've been going to like Toledo and stuff
Yeah.
to just have that experience. Because like I'm gonna do it regardless.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop. There's no barrier to entry to do open mics,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I could do open mics forever.
Because typically, if you're creative, if you're like a creative-minded person, it's kind of like a compulsion rather than like I'm not just. Some people I'm sure are just like, hey, I'm doing this for fun on the weekends, and it's. And
No,
not
I
that
need
I'm
to do
like-
this shit, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get depressed if I'm
Yeah.
not being creative.
Yeah.
It's tied up in my self-worth.
Yeah.
So
And it's also like before I started doing stand up, I was just going to work and like doing nothing. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I need something, and
And
I love stand up. I
for
love making
most
people laugh.
That's
I-
every
yeah.
day. That's their
Yeah.
whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So be thankful that at
Yeah.
a young age you found that. You
Yeah.
know.
Because I was always, I never really realized it until I realized it.
Yeah.
That like I was doing bits my whole life and
Yeah.
trying to like make people laugh, and then bombing and like
yeah.
at school and like nobody laughs. I'm like, holy fucking shit. But I mean that didn't happen a lot. So,
But it's
whatever.
like I think it's a fundamental element of growing up and having friends is like doing bits. We do
Yeah.
that naturally without. It's like learning to laugh.
Yeah.
Or, like it just kind of happens. It's almost involuntary.
Yeah.
And when you're with your friends and someone says something funny, you want to
Yeah.
build on it. So then
Yeah.
you're doing bits. But then it's like. Society that tells us that
Kind
that's
of.
play.
Yeah.
So that has to go over here,
Yeah.
back in the in the closet where you forget about it.
Mhm.
Wherein I don't know. I'm not a super serious person, and sometimes I wish I took my life a little more serious, so I'd have a better
But-
career or something. But it's
I don't know,
like
it's too short to take it
Yeah,
seriously, anyways.
I think play is really important.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're gonna be. One day you're gonna be an old man, and your wife's gonna die, and you're gonna spend your fortune on trailer park hose, and then you're not gonna leave your kids anything.
That's the dream. Now
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the
Yeah, right,
long-term
no.
goal.
Yeah, on TikTok. Sluts,
Hell
you know,
yeah, dude. TikTok sluts, trailer park hose, bro.
That was my grandpa. Was the trailer park? hose.
Trailer
That's-
park hose.
That's where the
yeah.
details came from. That was real life, honestly.
Well, we are at an hour.
Cool.
That was fun. I had
Yeah,
fun.
I enjoyed it.
Do you have anything? I don't know. Do you have anything you want to plug or anything you want to say or anything?
I mean, I guess not really. Just Adam James Comedy.
Adam James
find
Comedy.
Me on Instagram.
Yep.
That's my primary social.
Yep.
I'm around town. Like, yeah, I'm not really booked right now, other
Same.
than in Toledo.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Yeah, I don't have anything really that I'm trying to push right now.
All right. Well,
Just don't be racist like Gabe.
yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
I think I'm gonna actually
Don't-
cut that part out. I don't like that part. I
And
don't
then
like
now
that
this part, so
Yeah,
people are
yeah,
wondering
yeah.
about
Nah.
what. No, yeah, and if you see a fake cuckold video on the internet, just don't internalize it.
Yeah.
Don't picture yourself.
I sometimes it's hard, dude.
Yeah.
It's hard. All right. Well, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.